Good morning, students. Welcome to social class. I think you are all waiting for classes. So, after long vacation, okay. So, today we are going to discuss about towards gender equality. So, first of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of gender equality. So, equality means same opportunities between men and women. Same opportunities between men and women. Okay. Are you accept both the men and women are having same opportunities? No. So most of the people said no. Both are not having equal opportunities in our society. Okay, so once upon a time that was more inequalities are there between men and women, but now the situation is changed little bit. Changed little bit. Even though there is a more inequality between men and women. So you can observe that. So after wake up, so what your mothers are doing and what your fathers are doing. Okay, so after wake up, mostly women or mother engaged with domestic activities, household activities like cleaning, cooking, washing, take caring of children. Okay, but men won't participate in these activities. Very less percentage of men are helping to women to do all these activities at their homes. Okay, even the women are not allowed to do some works like take up jobs in army, military, navy, and factories, and in outside fields. Those are not allowing to do work in those fields. Okay, but the situation is a little bit good at present. So, women in Telangana have been increasingly taking up jobs outside their homes. Today, more women participate in public life, such as contesting elections and taking important decisions along with men. So, this has been due to their collective participation in various agitations and proactive government policies, especially in 1980s and 1990s. So, yet women in Telangana are still far from reaching the goal of attaining equality and dignity in all spheres of life. So that is true. So even now also the women are still far from reaching the goal of attaining equality and dignity. Okay, so women are expected to do some household work like cleaning, cooking, washing, taking care of children, etc. While men go out to work in the fields or factories or do shopping. So, in many families, women who go out to work also have to do most of the household work. Means here they are doing both the works, outside work and household works also. No one is sharing her household works. She is doing more hard work. In some families, men come home drunk. It is one of the another problem. So beat up the women and children. So the women are expected to tolerate all this silently. So they are not getting support from the society. Okay, so are women naturally like that? So how can you say that are the women are naturally like that? No. Okay, some people feel that women are naturally physically weaker than men. They are more caring, loving, and not quarrelsome. They are by instinct tuned to cooking, cleaning, stitching, and other household work. So, those are restricted, women are restricted to kitchen by force. So, it is believed that they need to be protected by men. Women take care of children because they can only love and care. That is why women do all the household work because they are naturally suited to it. Do you also agree with this belief? No. So, these activities are allotted to women by force by the society. Okay? Next, we can see some statements given here. Okay, so shall we discuss these statements? Shall we compare the statements between women, men, and both? So, quality, brave. What is the meaning of brave? Aggressive, good in fighting. So, here women won't participate mostly, but they are brave, but they don't fight. Those were not aggressive. Okay, men is aggressive and good in fighting, no doubt in that. Next, rational, good in mathematics and science. So there is no difference between men and women in this quality. So both are good in mathematics and science. Okay. Next, artistic, good in painting, dance and music. So more women concentrate on those activities. So those are good in this activity. Studies, so good in studies both, but boys are having more opportunities. That's why more boys are enrolling in the schools, more boys are taking higher studies. Okay, next, strong, good in doing heavy work. So when you compare with boys, so the woman or girl can't do more hard work. Next, weak, good for light work. So most of the light works may be allotted to women. In agriculture also, the women engaged in seeding and plantation only. They don't participate in plowing and bundling. Okay, so like that. So women are good for light work. Next, emotional, so prone to carrying and irrational anger. So this quality may be for women. Next, shy, does not like to come out into the open. Women, talkative, so always keep chartering. So nowadays both are doing this activity. Reserved, talk very little and silent. So this quality may be in the woman. Loving, good at nourishing the sick and caring for children. So woman. Tall and muscular, good in sports. Men, so likes dressing up. So once upon a time this quality only you can see in the women, but now both are showing interest in dressing up. So when you see these qualities, so some are good in women are good in some qualities, or men are good in another qualities. Okay, so if you go deep into each of these qualities, you will find that they apply equally to both men and women. Some are applying for both men and women. For example, you will find both brave and cowardly men as well as women. You will find many men who are very caring and loving. Nowadays, men are showing interest to play with children. They are caring more their children. Okay, next. So, but we tend to attribute some qualities to men and some to women, even though there is nothing in their physical makeup which makes them so. The bodies of men and women are somewhat different biologically, so I already know that, because of which women can conceive babies and provide them with milk in the early months. This does not mean that only women can clean and bath the babies or wash clothes or prepare food for them. So remaining activities can share by men also. Okay, next. Men can also do these works in many places. When you go to developed countries, when you go to cities, so men do this kind of work very efficiently. So, but we have got so used to the idea of women performing some roles that we think are their natural qualities. So these qualities and roles are not natural in women but evolved over hundreds and thousands of years due to social norms. So since hundreds and thousands of years, we are not allowed women to participate in outside works. That's why they are restricted to these activities. Since women have been performing these roles for many centuries, we have grown to regard them as natural. In reality, these roles have been made by society exactly. So, those activities given to women by the society only. For hundreds of years, we had been living in a social order which favors men and in which men have control over all the resources and the right to make rules. So, the men are dominating in all fields. So, if you look at history, you will note that most rulers, most religious leaders, and people who made laws and rules were men. So, we can see only very few queens were there in our history. Rani Rudrama Devi, okay, like that. But most of the kings were men. Okay, next. They made rules in such a way that women were assigned a subordinate role to men and were controlled by them just like the land or cattle. Okay, so thus there are two kinds of differences between men and women. So what are those? Firstly, there are natural physical differences. Second, but these need not cause discrimination against women. The second kind of difference is made by our society, which tries to subordinate women to men and treat them unequally. So these second differences were created by society and by men only. Differences which lead to such inequality and discrimination are called socially caused differences or gender differences. So what are those? We will understand by reading some statements. So first one, while the birth of a boy is welcomed and celebrated. You can see this in every family when boy took birth. So the whole family will celebrate. They will distribute sweets to neighbors. They will call to all relatives and they will share this happy moment. The birth of the girl is considered a burden to the family. So actually this situation a little bit changed now. So both boy and girl babies are welcoming by the families. So once upon a time they felt the baby girl may be burden to the family. So once upon a time that type of dowry system was there. So because of that they felt like that. Okay, now next, boys are encouraged to go out, make friends, play freely, while girls are encouraged to be at home and do household work. So these activities allotted by the society, okay, because of some safety measures. So the girls are not allowed to go out to play. Okay, next, boys are encouraged to play with toys like guns, cars and trucks, while girls are encouraged to play house with dolls and toys related to kitchen or household articles. So from the beginning we are tuning like that. Okay, next, boys get to wear dresses which allow them to run, climb or go about freely, while girls get to wear dresses which cover their entire body and obstruct their movement because of our customs restricted to wear different dresses by women. Next, boys are given food first while girls are given only what is left over. So this may happen in the poor families only or in rural areas. Okay, next, boys are encouraged to go to school and study while girls are neither sent to school nor given sufficient time to study. This is true in rural areas, and poor families they will give more importance to the boys. So they will boys may join in the private schools or girls may join in the government schools in some families. Okay, even girls, when you compare with boys, girls are not encouraged to join in higher education also. Okay, so fewer girls than boys are allowed to study in higher classes. That's true. So when boys fall ill, they get early medical treatment, while girls do not get proper medical attention when they are sick. This is also we can see in poor families. Next, various careers for the boys are planned while girls are told that they have to get married and settle as housewives. So we can see these differences between boys and girls. So after seeing all these, we can say that there is no equality between men and women or boys and girls. Okay, so we will see remaining part of the lesson in the next class. Thank you.